Oh, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Local Farmer's Diary. Johnny, well, coffee's not kicked in quite yet. Oh, it's bright. Oh, it's bright. We are out here. We're going to be getting out here into the carrot field kind of early this morning because we've got rain coming this afternoon. A little bit of rain last night, but nothing really to do anything other than just loosen up the soil. That'll help us get the carrots up out of the field without too much hassle. But yeah, we got big storm coming later this evening, early afternoon, what the weatherman's saying. And well, if we don't get them up out of the field now, might be another week, 2 weeks, where they're talking some hurricane, remnants of some hurricanes making their way up, made landfall in North Carolina, making our way up the coast, and decent clouds today for right now, but I think it's going to be getting cloudier and cloudier the further we get into today. And we're talking about a lot of rain for the next several days. So best we get this done and get this done quick as we can. Talked to Frank about it last night after I got the news. Frank said, "Hey, that's cool. If you wanna get up early and get out there and get started, then go all ahead." Like I said during the episode where we were doing our onions, Frank's crew came and dropped off carrot header, picked up the onion header, and drove on back. Got the carrot header on here and ready to go. Frank will be joining us at some point this morning. Said he had some business to take care of at his next job. So might be mid-morning before he gets here. Probably be able to get this whole carrot field knocked out. Sorry about that. I got some morning congestion going on here. A little hard to see this morning. We don't need a drone this early. As an added benefit, you guys will get to see the wonderful sunrise that we have here out in the country. Anybody that's watching in the city probably don't get to see too many sunrises with all those big buildings around and everything. We had a question the other day in a video that Darren wanted me to try to answer. The question was basically, what would you do different if you could, knowing what you know now, back in the spring? That was a really interesting question because What farmer has never questioned his methods and looked back and said, man, if I only knew the weather was going to be like this, then I would have done that. Or if I'd only known the yield or the market price was going to be such of a flop on this, I would have planted more of that. So easy to look at those things and say, well, shucks, if we'd have planted a whole bunch of cabbages, we would have really raked it in, because the cabbage prices recently have been really, really well. But on the flip side, if we flooded the market with cabbages, then well, quite possibly the price on cabbages wouldn't have been so good. So the way I like to look at it is, sometimes we think we might be able to do things different, but quite possibly if we did do things different, the outcome would not have been what we thought it would have been like as a result of doing it different. Carrots in there. While we're here, we might as well can't get these offloaded onto the trailer. We are. So I would say play along with the game. I would probably say that well, we may have planted, may have put in some more clover, actually. Doesn't seem to be very much hay getting produced in the area recently. A lot of folks have moved over to this more exotic, dare I say, crops in sorghum and millet for silage production, and as a result, there's been kind of a hay shortage as of late. In fact, the horse farm from across the road has been asking me if I think that hay we've got put up will be enough, and kind of hinting that we managed to get another cut of hay off of, or the hay off the clover, he would be really interested in it. Heard the same from Billy, who runs a big dairy operation and on the other side of the county. It is normal hay suppliers have nearly vanished on the way of putting other crops in. So yeah, I think I would have probably put some more clover in, or maybe put some high yielding grass in. We could have had more hay available to help out the local guys. We've got enough for ourselves. We probably have a little bit of an excess. We're going to have more mouths to feed. Our lambs are born. We don't want to go and give away our crop, even if it is for a good cause. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've done different, or would have done different, is I would have put some more clover in the ground. Thinking about probably doing that next year. think we can do one more round. You know, like we were saying, fields are smaller, so we got to think a little bit different about how we harvest these fields. With them, these trees kind of separating these three fields, I need a fair bit of room to get turned around. I think we'll make third pass. That should definitely fill up our truckload. And when I was calling around last night about carrot prices, our good neighbor Davis, that's a Davis feed mill, he was willing to give us the best price on carrots in bulk. So that's where we're going to be taking our loads, down to Davis's feed mill. I think maybe what I should do is just discuss the name of the logistics company, the transport company that we took our stuff down to in our onion harvest episode, because I'm sure there's going to be questions about that, and I'm just going to address it right here, right now. I'll probably have to address it later, because, well, just the way it seems to work, right? That is, the name of the company is SW North Transport. And I know that a lot of folks are going to be like, Southwest North? That's weird. It's not what the name is about. The name is the guy's initials. His name is Stephen Weston. I know, weird name, but his last name of a grandparent. Stephen Weston North. That's his name. Stephen Weston North, the guy that started the SW North Transport Company. So that's it. Not as exciting as the theories that are going about where the SW North came from. Stephen Weston North. His name. Great guy. Are should do us. Park this right here. Over here to the semi. So we're gonna haul this up to the Davis feed mill. Uh-oh. Go. There we go. Get a little momentum moving. Looking into clouds. Through animal yard. Almost done. Well, Frank has made it back. So we're going to go ahead and hop in our truck here. I guess I should say hop in Frank's truck and get our second load down to the feed mill. I think we got almost 2 full loads off that bottom field. Probably get maybe two loads and a piece off of the field he's working on right now. And then I don't know how much. Maybe another 2 loads off of the other field. So 6 loads of carrots wouldn't be too terrible bad. That's for sure. I think on our way back, we'll take a look at our clover. See what it's looking like. I'll actually go in the back way this time, I guess. Come out the front, if you will. That's gonna drop sunflowers. Nice. Let's pull over here and just check our clover out. Flashers. Hey, it's looking ready. Ready to cut again. Alright, that's awesome. Hey, Patrick. Patrick's the horse farmer here across the street. Give him a call later, tell him that we will, like we should definitely be able to supply him with, whoa buddy, definitely be able to supply him with some clover hay bales for his horses. Well, again, it's just another waiting game. Now Frank to get back. I'll get him offloaded. It looks like we're going to get just about 2 loads, just a shade under 2 loads on this field also. Frank's going to head over there to the last field and probably be out of here here by 2 o'clock. That's great because well, I think the weather is supposed to be coming in here around 3 or 4, so cutting it a little close. Done our 3rd load of carrots. Heading on back. Talk to Patrick about the likelihood of being able to supply him some clover hay. Sounded super excited. He was going to give me a price of $85 a bale for the clover hay. That sounded mighty fine. Not sure what we're going to get off of our second cut, but $85 a bale seems to be pretty good. Gotta wait until this rain clears out of here, and then we'll be able to get that all cut and raked up and baled up. And well, this field is not going to be too long for the world. Like Frank's got pretty much of a load already. Won't be too terrible long. We have another full load to haul off. Alright, so I was just talking to Frank, and this is going to be the last load we haul with his semi. I'm actually going to take this down to the restaurant. When we get back, we're going to drop his truck off, and we're going to run down the farm. I get the New Holland and our own trailer, because we both seem to think that we'll probably be able to haul the rest of the carrots off in our own trailer, and that'll let Frank and his crew, and just kind of sitting over by the livestock auction yard. Allow them to go ahead and get loaded up and get rolling out. Time is money. So the sooner they can get rolled out to their next job, the sooner they can get started on their next job, and they can start getting paid the next job, right? Hey, these guys, they must go mudding. They must work in here. Probably work in the kitchen, but I'm guessing. No, Frank's waiting to get paid for this job. Counting his money. I don't know. He's been counting that money up. I have to say, he hasn't had to worry about fuel. We've been paying for his fuel. Figure out how to do. I need to figure out how to get into the agricultural contracting. Seems that's where the money is. Maybe in another life. Another life, somewhere else. The agricultural contract. Only pick. Right? Only pick our life. Frank's nearly done. He's just got a little bit left to get cleaned up, so perfect timing. Instead, we're gonna run back to the farm, get our tractor and trailer, come out here and unload him for the last time, let him get his truck loaded up, and off he goes. Probably take this load down to the restaurant also. Should be a bit easier to back in, I hope. Mirrors on that truck, they weren't the greatest. And probably fine for highway driving, but not so good for moving around. Frank's all ready to go. Got her header off. Trailer ready. Waiting on the flatbed just to coming around here to load up, drop it down, chain it down, and off he goes to the next job. And he's told me, he just gave me his bank account information to wire the last job payment to him. We'll figure out what that last payment's going to be. I get that sent over to him. Hey guys, hope you liked the harvest episodes. Did a little bit more harvest episodes in a row than I usually like to do, but I thought it would be interesting to show the various vegetables, cabbages, the onions, the carrots, black beans, of course. Hope you're having fun watching the series. And until next time, happy farming. Be sure to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell.